Hello everybody, Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have a 2v2 on Dale to take a look at. So we'll see who we got today. So we have first player Jaberwauke as Elves. In the top left, top right his ally is Glaurung as Isengard. In the opposing team we have Bobpower in the bottom left. And in the bottom right we have Nodnarb, which is Brandon backwards. Hey. So I could just call him Brandon because that's actually hard to say. I'm going to call him Brandon because it's actually physically painful for me to say Nodnarb. Or something, maybe. Anyway, Brandon's going for an orc pit. And that'll be his start. We have a Hall of Warriors going down for... already forgotten who this is. Bobpower. Glaurung's going for an orc pit start. And we have a full economy start here from Jaberwauke. So he's maybe going to go Cav? Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. And of course the map is Dale, which is not super commonly played, but it is one of my favorite 2v2 maps. Honestly, it's one of the nicest looking ones. It's got a nice layout. You got inns on each side, guarded by cave trolls, which is really cool. You got an outpost in the center. And then, of course, you have signifiers in between each player, but there's cave trolls guarding those as well. And it's just a nice looking map. It's kind of like Buckland-esque, where you're kind of in a cove, but you got a lot of trees. So it's very good for evil factions, obviously. So there's a lot of tree action around your base. It's a nice map. What can I say? I'm not sure what Jaberwauke is doing. I'm going to assume he's saving for a hero, because this doesn't seem like a thing you would do. Seems like a terrible idea. Bobpower is throwing up some sort of... He's just now getting his barracks? What is he doing? He had to have bought a hero, because there's no way. This hero rush is going to cost him, though. Most certainly. And it looks like Glaurung has taken out that forward mine. Another forward mine from Bobpower there, though. Oh, one of the colors is yellow. Great. I can't see that yellow in the map very well. There's a couple of orcs there. It looks like he's going to claim that. So Brandon will have the outpost for a little bit. And we indeed have a Haldir rush. Unusual, I guess. We'll see if it pays off or not. Haldir could help, actually, with these dwarves. It looks like Bobpower's opting not to bring out the Guardians and try to take out this Haldir. He's also not getting his builder out of there, which is questionable at best. I was gonna say, really? I mean, he's obviously down here attacking things, but I should really pay attention to that builder, considering he didn't actually send him out of the enemy base. Alright, we got a bunch of orcs getting ready to attack here. Glaurung is sending in a couple of battalions of crossbows, although because they didn't get line of sight, they had to get a little bit close, so he's gonna have to run away there. He's gonna do a little bit of kiting, which he's not doing particularly well. He's also got pikemen and urukai on the way, so that'll definitely help him out. He's also going for lumber mills, which will be very useful. We have a lot of orc pits for Brandon, so he's got orcs for days. And he's continuing to get his economy rolling. And it looks like we have a siege works for Bobpower. He's also going for phalanxes. A couple of phalanxes in there. Skirmish over the center. We got some dwarves, we got some orcs. And uruks as well. Everybody's coming to join the fun. That's a big army from the south, so it's probably not wise for Glaurung to engage in that. Jaberwauke is bringing his forces, but it's a very small force because he, of course, spent all his money on Haldir, which should slow him down quite a bit. If Haldir doesn't pay for himself, basically, he wasn't worth it. So he needs to get some kills and not die. If he loses Haldir, well, then his rush was all for naught, really. Although it did kind of stop the dwarven attack. So I guess in a way it kind of works. But it looks like Bobpower's going for another little sneaky forward mine if he can weasel his way around there without getting spotted by the mallow tree. That's a nice spot for one. He shouldn't be spotted by the tree as far as I'm aware.
I will stand by your side, Father.
Maybe I was wrong. He can see quite far. Why? Why can he see so far in his base? Do mallow trees actually have that big a vision? Maybe they do. Oh, either way. There's some nice kiting going on. Running around with Haldir while his archers pick off the orcs there. Harwin's also been brought out. The Elven scum hero spam begins. It's always a lovely tactic to employ. And a well-loved tactic by the community as well. Everyone loves it. So you should do it every time you get elves, just spam heroes. Everyone loves that so much. Or they don't. One of the two. It can be a bit difficult to deal with, to be honest. But it's not impossible. They are killing a lot of dwarves though. Looks like Bobpower's not getting a whole lot done with his dwarves. You got a melon tree there though. And to here. So we got some done, I guess. It's also bringing in a battle wagon, which... we have an unprotected battalion of archers. Ooh, yes. That's what I like. Yeah, stick that ram. And ram it into the elven skull. Or something. I don't know. Alright, well, let's see what's going on over here. We got orcs being brought over to attack the forces of Jaberwauke now. Let's get some Haldir in. She's already level 2. She gets level 6. Of course, she gets Flood, which will just decimate these big blobs of troops. So something I have to worry about. Orc warriors aren't particularly damaging either, so these guys will be able to fight for a while. But actually, they are getting a clump bonus, and they're all getting a lot of. I think they're getting a horde bonus at least. But they're all getting a lot of swings in at once, which does hurt. We do have drummer trolls out here for Brandon now. Drummer trolls and orc archers and orc warriors. Good combo. Glaurung sending some Urkai and some Urkai pikes to the center there. Who controls this outpost currently? Where the hell did the flag go? Oh, it's right in front of it. How did I miss that? I was looking over here for some reason. Isengard. And by Isengard I mean Mordor owns the outpost. Explains how he's able to fund such maddening things from his realm or something. I don't know. Starting to I've been recording so long, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, that's why you don't chain record. It's harsh. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got potential warg riders coming out for Glaurung. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It might help actually with these orc clumps, but we do have beastlings on the field now, so maybe not so much. And also a forward mine from Bobpower is being thrown up as well, being protected by the drummer trolls and such of his ally. Glaurung probably doesn't want to engage this. I think Glaurung would lose that pretty solidly. So he needs to be a bit careful. We do have a few elves around the field here. It looks like we have another hero on the field as well. Ye old elf in silver armor, Glorfindel. There he is in all his glory. Also some Mithlons. And I'm casting, of course, on the Rise of the Witch King HD Edition Alpha, which is not out yet, so don't ask me for it. But it does have the Rise of the Witch King, some of the Rise of the Witch King HD Edition things in it. And, of course, the BFME 2 HD Edition things that you all have access to right now. Which is pretty neat. Just reiterating that. Some people ask me on occasion. It's like, yeah. There you go. But I do look forward to the day when it is publicly released and fully done. That'll be pretty cool. Alright. The Dwarves are now making an attack on Isengard. Although I don't think he's going to get much done because he popped out right in front of a lot of buff crossbows. We'll be able to get some buildings killed though. Where are these guardians going? Are you mountain trekking or something? A couple battalions of war guards on the field now. I'd say Glaurung has pretty good force actually. All he needs now is alerts and he'll be pretty good. Pretty set. Brandon currently still got his blob of orcs and trolls and such going around. Meanwhile, we have an attack led by Glorfindel on Bobpower, who doesn't really have much in his base. And by much, I mean nothing. So he's probably going to take a lot of damage here without being able to stop any of it. fact, he doesn't have any army on the field of any kind, as far as I can tell. We'll see these. Oh! Of course. The classic Demolisher rush I didn't see. Well, Jaberwauke's fort is gone because of some Demolishers. It's odd that he's going all offensive while his base is being destroyed. Let's hope he built somewhere else or he's going to die. He did. Well, an unexpected attack from Jaberwauke from Bobpower has completely destroyed Jaberwauke's base. Isn't that harsh? Still got his builder here. What's keeping him alive though, I wonder? Is he building in his ally's base? No? Where did he build? Ah, there it is. He built in the center. He's now going full offensive, probably knowing that Bobpower spent a lot of money trying to get that to happen. And now Bobpower's going to lose his siege works and undoubtedly his barracks as well. Almost being summoned in by Bobpower to try and save himself. I don't think it'll be enough. Doesn't even look like the Vital Gladiol actually affected the Mythalons from the fear was caused. Hobbits slaughter heroes though. Look at Glorfindel's getting wrecked in his Blade of Purity, which gives him 100% armor. Yeah, it looks like Bobpower will live here. And of course, Brendan is on the attack as well now, slaughtering up some of the army of Glaurung here. Oh, Jaberwauke needs to get his builder out of there. I don't know if that's his only one, but it could be bad. Arwen's level 5. She might level if she kills that cave troll. Or German troll, I'm not sure. Nope, not quite a full level. It does look like some Mythalon sentries got out before the building went down. So now he can more effectively guard against trolls. So that's good for him. But I think Jaberwauke is in a bit of a pickle, if I would say so. He does have 2 builders now, still. So he's not out by any means. And of course his ally Glaurung is doing reasonably well, I'd say. He's also on the offensive down here, attacking Brennan's stuff. But Brennan is by no means in any danger. And it does look like an archer range has been thrown up from Bobpower in the base of Brendan, so he can stay alive and also get his Men of Dale out if he so desires, without having to worry about elven heroes running into his base and ravaging it. Because the Mordor base is a bit more defended. It's not really. I mean, you can still get in easily without much. It's got just as many arrow towers as his. Actually, he has more defense. Actually, now that I look at it, he's got 2 arrow towers on his axe towers, rather. On that. But yeah, I think Jaberwauke's going to lose pretty much everything here for trying to go for that elven hero spam. Unfortunately for him, he didn't see the Demolisher rush, and it crushed him. Now all Bobpower needs to do is clean up all the remaining elven buildings, and he'll be good to go. Mainly just want to cut off the elven economy here, which Brandon seems to be doing quite nicely as well. Once the elves are drained of all money, they don't do much. And also they don't have access to heal anymore, because of course Jaberwauke doesn't have a fortress. So that'll obviously not help for him. Glorfindel looks so much better in HD. Especially that sword. I love that sword. Sword makes me want to play Skyrim. I use that sword in Skyrim if you're wondering. That's why. Otherwise, that sounds maddening. Doesn't make any sense. Looks like Lurtz is on the field and he's pissed, but he's running away. We do have a Nazgul, a Morgamir on the field. Nice. Nice devastation there. I mean, ideally you want to use devastation on the enemy's lumber mills, but actually, Brandon's not utilizing lumber mills at all. So, guess it wouldn't really have done much anyway. Bobpower showing he has some orcs doing nothing. He missed a tree though. Also, one of those is archers, not particularly great for killing trees, but Arwen's level 7 now. Glorfindel's level 5. So they're leveling up pretty nice, but that's literally the extent of the elven army, especially now that those are dead. And Nazgul is throwing up. them into the air and killing them, smashing them to the ground. We do have a barracks here now in the base, oddly in the front and not in the back of the fortress. And there's the barrage. He should have used the barrage on the elven barracks. I mean, it wouldn't have killed him, but actually, if you could find the builder, barrage the builder, that would have been wise. So all you have to do is kill. That was a bit overextending. That's unfortunate. Yeah, just kill the builders and you shut down the elves, really. Then they'll be very, very nervous. Because of course they won't be able to build any more buildings. Eventually you might economy starve them as well. Or command point starve them, because they won't have any trees. But of course you'll still have to kill those elven heroes. Eventually, if Brandon bits Black Riders, he could actually do that. He also has the money, because it's lit up. I'm not sure what I'm going to save him for. Maybe a Witch King? Or he's just sitting on a lot of cash, I don't know. Let's have a look at powers real quick. Glaurung, Isengard has a Devastation, a War Chance, Creebine, 2 power points, 299, 575. Jaberwauke, the elf player, of course, has doesn't matter. 250 of 325, so not that good, as you would expect for someone who doesn't have much. Bobpower has himself Hobbit Allies, Rally Call, 8 power points, 52 of 675, so Bobpower has like, basically no army of anything. He's this and that's it. And then Nodnarb, or Brandon as I'm calling him, has Barrage, Barricade, 10 land, 5 power points, 326 of 650. So he's a bit in the ahead, I'd say. And his armies are generally stronger, so he's doing pretty well. We do have some not Lindens. Noldors. That's the HT edition Noldor skin. You haven't seen it before? It's pretty cool. They look like elves from the Last Alliance. Not bad at all. Elves are pretty glorious looking, I've got to admit. With their silver armor. Cool with the blue cloaks too. And whatnot. One of the Noldors has fallen. And now the rest of them are going to fall because Brandon has indeed gone for the Black Riders. That's exactly what he needed to shut down the Elven hero spam. It's not really spam anymore at this point. But these heroes are going to get ran down and murdered. Arwen has no chance. Glorfindel even has no chance. He needs to kill Glorfindel. Once he kills Glorfindel, basically Jaberwauke's done. All he can do is build these Noldor warriors, which eventually isn't going to help too much. He is building a fort though, behind the Fortress of Glaurung, so it is possible he can come back, but he has lost his land. That's the only thing that he doesn't have is economy. Hopefully Glaurung is feeding him money. I mean, he obviously is, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to pump these out. Because these are, of course, 1,200 apiece. Yes, they are. So, yeah. Definitely the southern team has the advantage, though. We do have Men of Dale now. We have Drummer Trolls. We got a tower in the middle of Men of Dale as well. So attack trolls wouldn't hurt. Catapults, definitely a good call. That'll help. And of course, you can just get orc spam for days. So that'll definitely help out indeed. And I would say the dwarves, yeah, should start expanding up here as he is doing. There is still a tree up there. They don't realize it's up there. Definitely be good to get rid of that and shut down any economy the elves have. How good is the economy of the elves anyway? Or Isengard, first of all. Isengard's got devastation at least. And he's utilizing a lot of lumber mills, trying to make up for the fact that he's got a lot of farm space. Jaberwauke, he somehow has 425 commitments worth of trees on the field. I guess he has crammed some trees in there, but those are not making him a whole lot of money, if anything. So it's not going to be too useful. We do have a Wormtongue out here for Glaurung now, and he's also going to capture this, which will allow him access to Wildman. Pretty sure. Which is not ideally in unit, obviously, for Isengard, since they can make them already. I don't like the fact that you can make units that you can already have access to from a building. You can get quicker access to it from an inn, sure, but it's just not very intuitive, is it? Well, at least the Noldors will keep the Fellbeast at bay. So it's going to be problematic. So is the friendly fire from the catapults. Holy crap. Giant clump of orcs just died because of that. He needs to get those on the Noldors ASAP. Black Riders almost died there. Gotta get him out of there. Luckily for him. And we got Saruman out. Nice. Well, the bottom team's taking over, but the top team is having fun with their units. I can tell. This Jaberwauke's going for heroes and Noldors, and we got for Saruman, which is and heroes for and even berserkers. Throwing a bit of those in there for good measure for Isengard. Let's go and get him up. You can use venomous words, which you should use now. Weaken these guys. Ooh, nice wizard blast. Very nice indeed. Now Saruman has fireball. Might of Dale getting the field of fire. Oh yeah. This one's so cool. Gotta love a good wizard, eh? Ravaging things. Looks like Noldors and Glorfindel sent up there to deal with that crap, which they can do nicely. I'm surprised that Bobpower doesn't have more than he has. He could go for zealots, he could go for the dwarven heroes. He doesn't seem to have any of the cool shit. What does he have? He has hobbits. Looks like he's captured the thing, getting hobbits of all things. Why would you get hobbits when you get men of Dale with fire arrows? Which look amazing, by the way. I guess against heroes, not bad. Maybe that's his option. Maybe that's his idea. Hero killers. Looks like Gothmog's been recruited as well. Once he gets leveled up, he's quite the hero killer himself. So he could be pretty nasty. But I do feel like Dwarves should be doing a lot better than he is, and he can be utilizing some of the things that he isn't. Zealots would be a great counter against this. Zealots and some Gimli action. Or just any Dwarven hero in general, I guess. They're all pretty decent. But no, it's not the case. I feel like Mordor's really carrying this Southern team. I guess he's playing the defense, eh? Sure. Not sure what Bobpower's plan is, but he's getting a lot of hobbits. Maybe an army of hobbits will be the thing. Who knows? I certainly don't. Also, if you hear any explosions in the background, I think it's because it might be the 4th of July. It's either the 3rd or 4th. It's close enough to where the point people start blowing things up. So you might hear some of that. So just never mind that. Of course, on the 4th of July is the Independence Day of America, and we decided to blow things up. Because why not? Seems legit, right? Wow, Hobbit's actually pretty good against Noldors. Although not against Blade of Purity. Look at him go. Cutting Hobbits down. He's nothing. All the Noldors just kiting him while they take them out. Look at that. I love the golden arrows from Noldors. So awesome. Well, Men of Dale are going to feel the pain here in a minute. They're doing pretty well, though, it's got to be said. A battalion of Noldors has been killed between the Hobbits and the Men of Dale. These ones are level 4. Level 5, of course, they get weapon song. 50% damage, 100% armor, which is actually really good. Is that a Hobbit summon? Oh, it is. No wonder. So, wow, they're taking a long time to die. That will be why. So another big wizard blast by Saruman. That drum shell actually uses here. Good. I didn't see the like ability of it. So we got a barrage going. Managed to get rid of the Elven barracks, which is definitely a hit. Although that looked like he might have got rid of it before. It had to get rebuilt. We have Ents being brought out from Jaberwauke. I feel like if Dwarves were just carrying their weight, this game would be easy pickings. I'm not ripping on his skill or anything. Maybe he's not a good player. It's possible, you know. It's fine. Maybe he's just dicking around. I don't know. But I feel like he has really good options and he's not really doing anything. Except for building hobbits. Oh, there we go. As I say that, he's built some zealots. There. And that's the HD edition RotWK zealots. Which looks like Iron Hills Dwarf, which is sick. Oh no, Haldir, you done goofed. And of course, you're gonna take flanking damage because you can't outrun Black Riders. You take more damage from flanking. Glaurung might feel the same pain. If these things get the oh, they actually have Mordor Blade. Why would they not use it? I guess it didn't benefit him any. Of course, they don't want to fight in front of the, I almost call them Berserker gang. Uruk Deathbringers. Where the hobbits go. And rock throwing their way to victory. I think maybe he should stop relying on rock throwing hobbits and start. Oh my god, that friendly fire is real. It's physically painful to watch people fire upon their own troops like that. Ouch. I do that enough in my own gameplays. Looks like we do have Field of Fires on the field for Glaurung now. He's also got Wizard Tower ready to be used as well. Some sweet lightning streak action will happen someday. Glorfindel's somehow still alive. It's like the only elven hero who just won't die. Got a battle wagon there with some Axors and stuff. Oh, of course, is the HD edition battle wagon if you haven't seen it before. Using a ram instead of whatever the hell it used to use. Some sort of pig thing. It's pretty cool. Ooh, Saruman is getting killed. Down he goes. Turned into a barrel whites. Black Riders need to get out of there before they all die. Got a level 5, so they'll regenerate pretty quick. Glorfindel, of course, not on his horse, is not going to catch any Black Riders anytime soon. You know what else would be really good for Mordor? A Mumik. You're having trouble with heroes? Build a Mumikil. No Mumikil here, though. It pains me to see Mordor players have such a nice arsenal and just utilize orcs. Nothing but orcs. It's late game. You don't use orcs anymore. You do use some orcs, of course. But I mean, you kind of want to transition into Haradrim archers, Easterlings, Mumiks, trolls, all kinds of stuff, you know? You got all kinds of stuff. Orcs aren't too effective late game, as you might expect. Especially without fire arrows trying to kill an it. Good luck with that. That's all I gotta say. Got a Ford Barracks from Bobpower over here. Jaberwauke going down. We're just gonna kill the Dwarves. And all their hobbits. Almost all their hobbits. There's a few left. And these Mithlons are running for their lives from hobbits. It looks ridiculous. Battle wagon's been brought out though. I was gonna say, hopefully not to go kill some pikemen. But he will, if he gives that an axe throw, he can, oh there he goes. Start destroying buildings. I heard Arwen's Flood, there it is. Arwen's quite nasty. Especially against weak little orcs. That's another reason you should stop using those. As you see, the Haradrim lived. The orcs all died. That's because orcs are weak. And I am strong. Or not. Quoting sorcerers for no reason. Why not? I mean, at this point, you could have the Witch King as well. Let's see, Jaberwauke has summoned Ents. That's his biggest power. He's still got really no economy, though. A barrage ready for Bobpower. He's got summoned Hobbits as well. Some 64 of 160, so he's got a fairly sizable economy. Brendan has himself Balrog, ready to be used. 700-ish of 700. Actually over command point cap now. And then we have Field of Fires, of course, Devastation. 10 power points extra, and some other stuff there. 321 700 for Glaurung. So yeah, the Southern team's got some big powers to use soon. You got Balrog and Barrage. Pretty much decimate this base if they're ready to attack it. Bring the pain. And we finally have a hero up for the Dwarves. It's only been like the whole game. But we finally have a King Dane. He's auto-casting a Royal Guard even though he's level 3. That doesn't make any sense. How is that possible? Why would you even click autocast on a card? If you were nowhere near it. King Dane has been cripple struck, but he does not. He still has a cohort with him, a bodyguard, so he'll be just fine. Now, there we go. Barrage and Balrog. What a fun combo. Lightning Tower being used trying to counter the Balrog. Not quite effective. Legolas trying to shoot the Balrog as well. Saruman trying to bring on the Balrog. None of which seem to be having an effect. Balrog doesn't give any shits, it seems.
Gandalf, I have failed you.
Well, Thranduil's on the field as well. And the father and son elves trying to bring down a Balrog together. It's a bonding moment. Hopefully they will die together as well. Oh, he died. There we go. Balrog is dead. Legolas, of course, doesn't really want to fight a bunch of Roger Marches by himself. Roger Marches are pretty good. Once you upgrade them and give them leadership with Drummer Troll, they do damage. So heroes have to watch out. But it does look like things are starting to finally go the way they should have been a while ago. King Dane, although, is really balls deep and he shouldn't be. He's probably going to die to the arrow towers in Legolas and such. If he's not careful. He's trying to get out of there though. Well, it's really a defensive game for now until they can... it's a slow death is what we got here. Can't sugarcoat it. They lost the game at like the point where Jaberwauke lost his fort, I think. Although I just feel like the southern team took their sweet time trying to get to the point where they're at now. Because they could have did it a bit better. But you know, fair enough. Enjoy your game. That's what I say. Blackguard's getting ravaged by Deathbringers though. Barely making it out. Oh, he might not even. Got sniped by Thranduil and Legolas. Oh, there's two of them still, actually. So probably alright. Looks like Morgamir has landed. And Malthasarn is on the field now as well. Got Dwarves' upgrades. God, every time I click on this Phalanx portrait, look at how intense those eyes are. So intense. I love it. Something better than an angry Phalanx. Ooh, is that Demolisher? Demolisher crew? Nice. You can of course give them Mithril Mail as well. Which I don't know if he's done yet. Has he? No. I mean, it looks like he has, but I don't think he has. Because it doesn't say he has. Oh, well, it doesn't say when I look over the guys who actually have it on. I mean, so anyways. A bit of a scuffle though. The Zealots are in there as well. Very nice. Actually, really well done portrait also. I love how all the new portraits still use the God, look at that Wormtongue one. He's intense as fuck too. Jesus. They use the same style, like it's still on like a paper background. Like the Thranduil one, for instance. It's a prime example. What was that? Oh, it was Bombadil, of course. How could I not notice? Gluffindel's back. Back and ready for action. Looks like him and the Eagle and Bombadil should be enough to shut this down. Mainly the Eagle, though. We'll be taking care of the catapults. The Eagle's level 3. Once he gets to level 5, he can use Wing Blast, which is pretty good. Gets big clumps of units. Now Glaurung's starting to push out to take out some mine shafts. How is the southern team not winning? It's madness. Arwen's screwed, I think it's safe to say. Ooh. Smashed into a Barrow-wight. Nasty. You know, they need Grond. Too bad this is patch 2.2. There is no Grond. But if there was, could you imagine? I wouldn't mind Grond being in 2.2, to be honest. If it's not as strong as 1.9. I think it'd be a cool addition, but maybe make it obviously like half as strong as it is Move on Night or something. This is outrageously strong. Too strong. But at the same time, that kind of gives Mordor a bit too much, in my opinion. Mordor and Rise of the Witch King in general just already has enough in their arsenal. More so than everyone else. Now Thranduil's gonna snipe the hell out of this Mortimer with his Deadeye. Just needs one more shot. Nope, not gonna get it. If he could have Hawk Striked him, he could have finished him off though. Well, it's too bad they can't get an attack force big enough to fight Brandon or even Bobpower, because really they don't have much defending. It's gonna be said. Also, I'm kind of shocked as to how few Dwarven heroes we've seen. There's Brand, King Dane. Brand's up for the first time. King Dane finally returning. But Gloin is usually a... Well, King Brand is usually the first choice for Dwarves, but then the second choice is usually Gloin. Dane is not usually the prime choice, because his powers aren't as good as Gloin's. And we have Elrond as well out in the field, so we really have just a lot of Elven hero spam. Thranduil's gonna probably maybe die to these Black Riders. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. He's trying. Oh, the eagle, that can shut down the Black Riders nicely. Eagles are a prime counter for Black Riders, actually. Alright, in comes Bobpower with his Dwarven army. Let's see how he does. Does? Sure. Sure. That's how you talk. Oh, there's a big barrage there. Nice. That was a painful one. Shut down a couple buildings. Didn't really actually do that much now that I think about it. But his army as well has some buildings, so 2 for 1, you know. Oh, unfortunate. The Meadowdale caught in the crossfire. I think someone's gonna die to the Archer hordes. Oh, he was just about to cast lightning bolt. I felt that. I could tell by his little like hand gesture. Unfortunate. That just shows how good archers are, though. Especially when they use the barbed arrows. He's not using barbed arrows at all. The barbed arrows are actually very strong as well. Since the enemy's not even utilizing Cav, he could literally just go armies of Roger Archers, drummer trolls, and probably win. Get a few heroes in there as well. Black Riders, you're set. And maybe a siege weapon, obviously, of some sort. There's a lot of things the teams could be doing, but they're not doing. Obviously, saying that is like, would I have done that when in their position? Maybe, maybe not. When you're playing and when you're watching is a completely different scenario. But still, I feel like if you're struggling, there are many things you can do to stop struggling. Dwarven Siege is prime for taking out things. Get a lot of Dwarven heroes, get the Zealots back, get a lot of them at Dale. You get yourself quite the force. Bobpower sadly does not have any of these things, except for the Dwarven heroes. He's got that at least. He's finally got Gimli, he's finally got Gloin. Long overdue. It's not like he hasn't had the economy for it for absolutely ages. Jaberwauke has summoned Ensign Eagles ready. We almost have Bobpower's barrage, and then he'll have 25 point power soon. Balrog's getting there, and then he'll have enough for... Well, he'll have to get another 15. I think he has to get Darkness next, probably. To do another thing. So he wants to go another 10 path. I think Bobpower is making a huge mistake here. That is too big of a force. Will he make it to the mine shaft in time? Probably. Ooh, close. Gloin, on the other hand, seems to be struggling. He's going to lose his Gloin because he decided to do that. That was unwise. We have Summon Dragon out for Glaurung now. He could use that. Looks like Bobpower's standing at range and bombarding. It's not a bad idea, actually. Okay. The more they have to clump, the more damage is going to be done by Earthquake and such of that nature. So, the more they force them back into their base, the better, I suppose. Oh, finally a Mumuk. This would have been helpful about 15 minutes ago. Now that he has the elite archer hero, it's not going to be nearly as good. But he does have a lot of catapult fire. Which Tom Moldon doesn't particularly help against. Well, we'll see how it works, I suppose. If he has summon eagles, now would be the time to use it, though. He's not going to summon eagles, really? He literally has summon eagles. Oh, that works. Ooh, that was powerful. Flood wrecked. Between flood and other things. God. They're probably just like, how do we deal with this? And I'm just like, I know how to deal with this. Because the southern team clearly doesn't know how to finish the game, I think. It's safe to say they're struggling to finish the game. And the northern team just doesn't have the strength to finish the game. So they can only defend until they die, I guess. Eventually. Eventually, this northern team will die. If they don't, well, then the southern team should stop playing. Just uninstall at that point. Because holy cow. I mean that in the nicest way possible, of course. But, I mean, if you lose in a position like this, where you've had control of the whole game and they've been in their corner, you deserve loss. At that point, I think. I think I'm going to fast forward a bit as well. Because nothing's happening. Oops, where the hell did I just end up? I looked away from the monitor for 1 second. There we go, Balrog is there. Let's see what damage you can do with Balrogo, champion of the underworld. Good, he's actually sent reinforcements with Balrog. Maybe now he can take the Isengard forts. I bet you they're sitting on a lot of money. Well, elves aren't. Bobpower and Brandon are, and Glaurung sitting on a decent amount as well. He does have a dragon summon ready to be used. I mean, he should probably use it before he doesn't have a fort anymore. He's telling Jaberwauke to come back and deal with these catapults. They should have more than enough time. The armor upgrade makes it really hard to take down a fort quickly. The attack roll will help though. Ooh, that building got wrecked. Looks like all the catapults are about to go down here. Storm's only level 3, he's not going to too much. That troll shouldn't have went deeper. What is he doing? Okay, that made no sense. Why would you stop attacking this? Just to go attack this for one hit. Some questionable plays here. Questionable. Ooh. Mouth of Starn's been taken over by Wormtongue. Ain't that a thing? Look at that. Showing Wormtongue's powers off in full effect. Very nice. It does look like the northern team has defended. An Ent summon has taken the fortress. Well, it looks like Brandon's lost his fortress. Does he have a builder? Does he have a fortress building? Maybe that'll lose him the game. He won't have access to his powers. Oh my god. Oh no. He's gonna lose his whole base here. And look at this builder. He's so wounded. He's not gonna be able to stop the elven heroes of Jaberwauke. He's trying desperately to cut off the builder. Look at him. The builder wants to live. Jaberwauke should really be killing this builder. He's the one who has the fast heroes. I think this is going to win the North team the game. I really do. I gotta say. They should have lost. They should have lost. Oh my god. Well, it shows you what not to do, I guess. That's the moral of this game. Obviously not a professional level game. But I didn't expect like that. Holy cow. I'm almost disappointed the southern team lost. It's like, how do you lose in this scenario? Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you did get a fort up. Maybe they won't lose. I guess we'll find out. But he has lost the bottom rights, and it looks like Jaberwauke started, or Glaurung rather, has started taking over the top left. So now the northern team has map control and stronger armies. Also, if Saruman gets level 10, that's going to be big. Ooh, that was a huge lightning bolt. That was brutal. Very nice indeed. Wormtongue's going to die to glowing though. Down he goes. Brandon in the middle of Dale trying to save the day. Glowing, that's Gimli. That's glowing. Good deal. Even a couple of these berserkers doing a lot of damage. Saruman's there as well, some pikes. But the berserkers are dead. Those are the ones that were doing the damage. The Deathbringers. Looks like the Elven heroes are still fighting over here. I'm going to fast forward a bit here. There's a flood. Yeah, the Elven heroes just clean up house. He just has nothing to do with it. In the addition of Mithlon's. Oh my god. So yeah, we're going to fast forward to the most of the rest of this game. Holy shit. I mean, they do have the ring. Maybe Galadriel will show up. That'd be something. The northern team could afford it. The southern team, not so much. I don't know how the southern team is just not loaded with cash. Because where Bobpower had like the whole offside mine shafts at one point. This has been spending a lot of cash, which is fair enough. That's never a good sign. Actually, Lurch does a pretty decent amount of bow damage to Bran there. Bran's not going to do enough back. He's not even shooting him. Shoot the guy who's shooting you. What are you doing? Okay. Fuck. Westward.
I will carry the ring.
Oh, that explains why he had no money. There you go. We have a Galadriel. Interesting. Oh, will that make a difference? I'm going to say no, to be honest. I bet you the Elven Hero Squad could take out Galadriel. Because she's good, but she's not that good. Neither is Sauron. And the Eagle alone actually is going to shut down the Galadriel a bit. Obviously, she can't counter flying. There's the flood power going up in the fort there. Do they have a follow-up? They do have an army on the way. Galadriel summoning her tornado, trying to stop some nonsense from happening. Ents have been summoned in though. Dragon as well. The siege has begun. And the tables have completely turned. Galadriel karate kicking her way out. She might die. She has a lot of heroes and stuff after her. Jarku, of course, can actually outrun Galadriel, it seems. Cannot hide from good old Sharku. There's also berserkers and everything else in between trying to bring her down. There's a Sunflare. It's not particularly great against buildings, to be honest, but it does set a fire. Well, if I hit that one more time, that'll destroy that. Elrond using his whirlwind on the fort. Bobpower's been defeated. Boom! And they're dead. There you go. Fuck my life. That shouldn't have happened. Ugh, but it happened. There you go. The northern team is victorious. Quite the comeback after fending off for ages and being pushed into a corner. So well done to them, of course. But the southern team really dropped the ball on that one. Holy cow. That's unfortunate. Oh well. So there you go. That has been a cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.2 version 6. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.